Hello everybody. I'd like to go over some stuff now since Lightfall's release, covering, the campaign, the story, bugs, glitches. Mind you, this is all things I think of, things I liked, and things I didn't. Now, I'll get the shortest part of this conversation out of the way. Things I liked. The reveal of Nezarek. That was good. Yeah, I always figured he'd come about sometime. How they did it? Putting him in a strike was a bit weird, but it's still a nice reveal. Now that's about it. Now we go into the bad stuff. Before I touch campaign notes, I'll cover a few glitches I found recently. They're glitches and problems. There's currently a glitch right now, and I don't know if it happens to anyone else. If it's just a PS4 problem, could be a PS5 problem too, where your game just won't render. I can't play Crucible right now because the enemy team doesn't render in for the entire game. My guns, my scopes, my characters don't render in, so I literally firing blind and praying I hit shots. So that's a bit annoying, and that hopefully should be patched sooner or later. Then for another gripe, Strand. Never mind how it was used as a narrative beat in the campaign. It's just awful. It is just awful. I'm playing with my friend on the Legendary campaign, which I also have on my channel, if you want to go check that out. Full run. And it's just every time we had to put Strand on, we were like, well, this is going to get more difficult. Because our normal builds work better. And at the end of the campaign, we decided, fine, we'll stick to one person with the Strand, one person without. And it worked. Outside of that, there was the payoff to questions, or the lack thereof. It went, we were given tons of questions set up before Lightfall, in the seasons prior, between this and the Witch Queen. And they were set up beautifully. We had all the questions ready to be answered. And then they just gave us more questions, effectively blue-balling us. What is the Veil? We have no clue. What is Strand? We have no clue. What is Callus doing? Well, that's mainly the only thing we really know. He's just being Callus. What is the Witness's goals? We have no clue. What is the ending of the season about? We have no clue. Now, I left it for a while before I'd say anything about this, waiting for good old Lord Daddy Bife to come out with a video and say what he thought on the matter and how it could go, or even other YouTubers, and it's resounding. Not many people are liking the DLC, and no one knows what's going on. And that's about it, really. It's just when a game gets to the point where you are with Destiny, and it turns where people aren't going to just start hating it. Hatred means that someone's in on the game. So if I hate Strand, I hate the DLC, I still care about the game. But what I feel now, and what I think a good few people in the player base are going to be starting to feel now, is just apathy. Just not caring. And that will destroy a player base a lot faster than hatred will. And I keep my fingers crossed that they don't fall into their old ways of just doing Bungie, where they don't fall into their old way of doing a rinse and repeat where you can name the beats as they go. 4 seasons. In the Witch Queen, we had hints about Rolk. Rolk ended up the raid, big boss in the raid. And from what I know about data miners, I'm going to throw my hat into the courts, and I'm going to say the raid is probably going to be, the first boss is going to be a giant tormentor, and then the final boss will be Nezarek. And if that's the case, I'm going to start losing hope in Bungie's ability to tell stories properly. Or they have to pass it off as the previous seasons as a fluke. I just hope they do not keep into a rhythm of what they're doing again and again where you can predict it. Because no one will care. No one will want to play. Anyway, that's just my basic thoughts on things. Good luck to you all.